everyone, it's Yolanda. Welcome to my January makes. This is my very first YouTube video sharing with you the things that I have sewn myself. Yes, I sew. I mainly do paper crafting, scrapbooking related journaling type stuff on my channel, but in the last few months I have really gotten back into sewing, and I've really gotten hooked on watching YouTube sewers. And I really got inspired to create things for myself and make things for myself. So I wanted to, no pun intended, I wanted to share with you what I have made for January. So I would consider myself an advanced beginner. I definitely have not tackled anything too detailed, I guess I could say, like buttonholes. I mean, I know how to do buttonholes, but pretty much for right now, everything is pretty simple. Easy shirts, I'm sewing with a lot of knits. I made a skirt, I made a couple dresses, and actually one of the dresses that I made I will be sharing in a later video in this month, because I'm doing a challenge that is all over Instagram and YouTube, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm just gonna share with you what I have sewn so far in January. Okay, the first thing up is a skirt called the Clio, and it is a pattern made by Ray. And I'm sorry that I'm not trying them on. If I can get into an outfit and take some pictures, I do have some pictures which I will insert of some of the things I've made, but this one I don't have the shirt done, and I'll explain that in a second. So I'll just back up a little bit. I'm filming in my little sewing corner. So it's a skirt. Super cute. It's a PDF pattern. It has pockets, and it's elastic in the back. I love it. It's really cute. I can't wait to wear it. I had actually bought this fabric back in November because I was going to make a skirt to wear to a Christmas party in December, which it never worked out. So I just made it now, but I needed to buy a contrasting band. I had bought the fabric to make a different skirt, and then I found the Clio. And I will link all the patterns down below. I found the Clio pattern, and it calls for a contrasting fabric band on the bottom. So I liked that skirt much better than the one I had intended. So I went and bought the dark, it's like a denim, soft denim, darker indigo blue. But I had this idea to use it for the pockets also, and I love how the pockets are installed. It's really neat. I have never done anything like that. So that's my Clio skirt, and I think it'd be really cute with some little flats. And the shirt that I did make for this, it doesn't look very good with it, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. So I have to make something different, which my daughter suggested, like a cute little white top or something, but I don't know. So that's my first one. I love it. This fabric I got from Joann's, and it's a just like a really light weight kind of denim, or no, like I don't know. I'm not good with my fabrics. That's the other thing I'm having to learn, like the difference between some. But it's just a really lightweight, looks like a denim, but it's like super lightweight, and it's super cute. Okay, so that's my first make. My next thing is my very first ever Scout tee by the Grainline Studio. Super easy. I made this yesterday. I actually made it last night. Super simple top. Can see it. And let me back up about this fabric real quick so I can tell you the story. A lot of the stuff that I am making, I have bought fabric. We have this in my little town, this little hole-in-the-wall fabric store called Tony's, and it is packed with fabric, but it's a fire hazard like nobody's business. I always tell my family, if I'm not back in 30 minutes, you send someone to look for me, because I would have been buried under Tony's fabric. Like, it's floor to ceiling fabric and on the rolls. But he has lots of great deals. Like, literally this fabric was $1 a yard, and I bought 2 yards. So I made this blouse for $2. The only thing is, it's hit or miss. Like, you don't know if you're gonna find something, you know, really cool and so a lot of the fabric that I bought from the stuff I'm going to show you, and still other things that I have to make too, I spent, let's see, I'm looking at the fabric right now. I spent like $15 and I got over 10 yards, about 12 yards of fabric. So that's what I'm just saying, like you can get really good deals. But you never know what you're gonna find. So I made this blouse for $2. Isn't it cute? And I really like this pattern because I don't know if you can tell in the back, but it hangs a little lower in the back. Maybe not on the hanger, you can't tell. But the Scout tee is kind of like a staple. It's by the Grainline Studio. It's like all over Instagram and like a super popular pattern. So that was my first one. Alrighty. And then my next one is another Grainline pattern. And I'm gonna save this one for after. Because I made two of these. They are the Linden Sweatshirt. Holy cow. I love this pattern. It's easy. I mean, I was so impressed with myself that I was able to do the knit neckband and the wristband and the waistband. The instructions are, you know, I'm not saying anything that tons of people haven't already said, but I absolutely love it. So it's a Grainline Studio Linden, and I made my first one out of this cute knit, this pattern that I got from Joann's. It's in the doodle print, I believe. Like they have a kid section with a bunch of knits. So it was like $7.99 a yard on sale, and I only needed a yard because I was only doing this part, like the front and back, and then I did the sleeves in a knit that I got from Tony's. And black, it's so cute. I love it. It's so comfortable and I just love it. So that's my first Linden. And then my next Linden is this one, which I absolutely love. It's a Frida Kahlo fabric. I'm gonna get a little closer. That I bought at Michael Levine in downtown LA. And I bought it about a year and a half ago, and it was a little expensive just because it's Frida Kahlo and it's cute. So I only bought maybe like a yard and a half. So I wanted originally to make a dress, but obviously a yard and a half wouldn't have done it. But it was so expensive, so I just bought a yard and a half. I was gonna buy 3 yards and ended up only buying a yard and a half. So I made it with red. I got this red knit. I got it from Joann's as well. And I wore it the other day, which I will put a picture in, with a little button-down white collared shirt, and I popped the collar out, not popped it up, but stuck it out of the sweatshirt with some jeans, and it was super cute. I got a couple compliments on it. So that's my Linden. My next Grainline pattern is the Lark Tee. It's this one, the Lark Tee, and it's so neat because it has all those different variations: V-neck, boat neck, a crew neck, just your regular t-shirt. What else do they call it? It's, I can't remember the 4 different neck, exactly how they refer to them. But now this is the shirt that I made, and I'm not done with this one because I needed another spool of red thread so that I could do the twin needle stitching for the hemming on the neck. So I made this, today's Thursday, I made this Tuesday, and I was gonna pair it with that skirt, but this knit is a little too thin, and it's not very flattering tucked into that skirt, because I'm a little hippie. I'm more like on the hippie side, and so the skirt is already a little accentuates the hip area, and so this was a little too drapey. I needed something a little more with a little more body, like something to hold me in a little more, I guess you could say. But it's super cute because I tried it on with jeans and it looked really nice. So all I have to do is hem it. So it has a 3/4 sleeves. You just have to hem the bottom and the neck and the sleeves. So it has a 3/4 sleeve, and yeah, so that's my Lark Tee. I gotta get better at this. Hopefully it's okay for the first time. And now the next thing I made, which I am super proud of because it was my very first time sewing on sweater knits, which this is another find that I got at Tony's Fabrics, and it was only $2. He charged me $1 a yard, and it's a sweater knit, and I made the Blackwood cardigan. I have the PDF, so I printed everything out and just put it in here. And it's the Blackwood cardigan, and I made my own cardigan. Look at that. Oh, heck, I'm dropping stuff. So I made a cardigan. I didn't put the pockets. Sorry, I wish I could do this in a better way. Yeah, it came out really nice. I love it. Now, I didn't match the stripes very well on the band right here. I did pretty good matching on one side, but not the other. Like, they're okay. But for $2, I say, who cares? And I love the extra long sleeves because they come down over your wrist. And yeah, but for $2, look at how cute that is. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, it came out nice. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. And no one believed that I made it. I had to show them, well, it looks pretty professional inside with the serging stitches, but I had to tell my kids, look, I made it, because they're like, no, you didn't. But like I said, it's my very first time sewing on a sweater knit, which I'm learning about sweater knits, regular knits, scuba knits, four-way stretch knits, all that stuff. You're gonna hear my neighbors laughing outside. Great. So anyhow, so those are my January makes, and this is so much fun. So I am going to be doing, like I said, sewing related videos, and I want to do some where I share with you my fabric hauls. I want to share with you my very favorite YouTubers that sew, and I want to share with you my favorite podcasts when it comes to sewing. Okay, there's only two. One, it's called Love to Sew, but one of the hosts on that podcast is the creator of the Blackwood cardigan. So I listen to them every week. Anyhow, and I want to share with you, there was something else. I should have written it down. I forget. And I want to say thank you to all of you that commented on my last video on my very first zine where I talked about menopause. And I will be addressing menopause in a later video in regards to sewing. There's a challenge right now going on called Smile, and it's sewing makes you love yourself. And the menopause and sewing and the symptoms of menopause and everything that I kind of been going through are all tied in together with that challenge. So I wanted to share, that's going to be my story when I do the video for that. So I want to say thank you to all of you that watched my video and commented. I will be replying to all of your comments, but I just wanted to say thank you, because as women, we don't always talk about menopause, or we don't always talk about aging or aging gracefully or accepting what's going on with you while you're aging, and we need to. We need to talk about it. We need to support each other, encourage each other, lift each other up, because menopause for me has blown. I mean, it's that stuff that your mothers don't tell you about. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my January mix, because this was so much fun, and I promise to be back with more sewing videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.